Oh, here it is. I mean, this is like I'm just going to give you guys a trigger warning here. This is a 50-second sequence of some of the most hateful shit you're about to hear over a fictional story. Okay? Over potentially a black James Bond. You understand? Like, what you're about to hear is Steven Crowder not caring about whether people will get mad if he's being racist. It is disgusting. Okay? So, you know, the conversation is about having a potential black James Bond. Many have said Idris Elba would be great, but there are others who do not believe that this would be the case.
Is they say we need a black. I have no problem with a black James Bond.
As long as it's the girl who played Precious.
Right.
No.
Oh, what? But the issue here
What?
is...
Go super woke.
Why do you
All the
need
way.
a black James Bond? This is the issue when people talk about it. It's like you're injecting race where it doesn't need to be. And let me just say this one thing.
What?
This is one area when people talk about a black James Bond. There is no lack of representation of black American men in the action hero genre.
What? First of all, black American. We're talking about James Bond, dog. This is like the racist version. You know how liberals like who want to be like overcorrective will say like, you know, are there any African Americans in Turkey? Like, this is the racist version of that. It's like, there's a lot of black American action heroes, man. Okay, but it's James Bond. He's fucking British, dude. That's like the whole thing. Like ultimately, I don't even care because it's like it's literally like Secret Service shit. Okay, a lot of that is just agitprop. Like I'm not gonna be like one of those people who's just like, oh my god, like what the fuck, like, you know. There needs to be more black agents that are destabilizing regions of the world. You know what I mean? Like, but also, like, who cares? It's just a movie. Like, I wanna enjoy it. Why the fuck would you care if the James Bond is black?
If you were to have Will Smith at his peak, right? Will Smith, Men in Black, Independence Day, and run it opposite a James Bond vehicle on the same weekend, Will Smith would have decimated it. Will Smith,
Easily.
Denzel Washington, for crying out loud, they tried to sell us Jamie Foxx as an action hero. Shaq. There are plenty of black male action heroes.
Okay, I need the full one. This isn't even it. Okay, so for the shorts, they cut out like all the incredibly racist shit that he said. Kim Dillon and Red Scare on you.
Including some of the best in the world, are incredibly stupid people.
Okay, we'll talk about that. I don't even care to be honest, but okay. Does anyone have the full one? A black James Bond full one? Hold on, let me see.
Rich.
I don't even. I don't think I'm gonna watch the Red Scare thing. To be honest, I don't really care. Majority Report covered it. No. You got to see this. Is this it?
Beatty, I want to be clear. A lot of headlines are saying like, how because it's art just as good as James Bond.
Oh my God! How much did
And
he?
the people who make up the 41% who said I won't.
How much does fucking he talk about this? The James Bond shit. Red Scare podcast, bring people on just to shit on you. So cringe. Dude, who fucking cares? I mean, literally, who cares?
job.
Yes.
Astonishing.
There's only one way this happens is if the federal government overpays you to stay at home. And they're still fighting for continued unemployment benefits above and beyond what they normally give you.
You're talking now about Americans getting checks. How about this? Find the people. At least start with this. And I know it's not
representation in the media matters. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. But for liberals, unfortunately, that are hyper-focused and hyper-obsessed on, like, changing culture because it's one area where they feel like they have the power to make change. Unfortunately, it's reduced to the it's the fucking beginning and end. It's like everything. It's the end all be all. They treat representation as literally the beginning and the end. Like everything, you know, but it's not. So, okay, I should have fucking lowered the audio here. Can you respond to my chats and my girlfriend thinks I'm cool? There you go. Yes, I can. And also, you know, speaking of beginning and the end, I mean, Republicans think that too, don't get me wrong. But the real beginning is the top of the hour ad break. That's how you signal that the ad break is coming. Right? Or that's how you signal that the hour has changed. Time is moving. What is time? The real end of the top of the hour ad break, however, because I will be running a 60-second one right now, is the subscription. A $4 a month subscription or a Twitch Prime subscription, which is free. These two methods will allow you to skip said ad break and enjoy an ad-free broadcasting experience. That's right. If you don't want to subscribe, you can use an ad blocker or a VPN as well. But Twitch Prime is free. Here it is. The ad, I mean. It's at 1813. Really?
Yes.
If you want to see what this would look like, just watch Atomic Blonde.
Yeah,
You'll know
that's what I said.
this
Like,
is not going to be good.
They've tried it multiple times. It doesn't
Well,
work.
by the way, we have an exclusive audio. So this was this was an interview, an audio interview, and we actually have exclusive audio that didn't make the rounds and surprised me.
No.
So you really feel a woman shouldn't play James Bond?
See, now you're putting words in my mouth. I simply said there shouldn't be parts.
Okay, dude. Ugh.
You don't get
It's
it.
backwards.
And no one does.
Time.
Look, a couple of things. First off, there should not be a woman James Bond doesn't work. Let me explain to you why.
Wait, why? Okay, so he starts out with a woman James Bond and then flips it over because I saw that. Daniel Craig said something like, "We should give women like the equivalent of James Bond for just themselves. Like, you know, women should have more prominent roles in action hero movies, stuff like that." I think that's what he said. Right? I think he said something like that. And then some people were like, "Oh, that's actually a great take." Some people were like, "Oh, fuck that." Did they kick you out of shit camp? No, they didn't. I'm going to be there in a minute, dude. I'm going to fucking end soon and then go there. Wait, why did Cutie raid me? Oh, no. Dude, what the fuck? I'm literally, oh, Jesus Christ. They're waiting, idiot. No, they're not. I'm literally about to fucking go. I'm literally about to end. Anyway. Let's finish this video. Cutie had 85K? Yeah, I saw. They are not waiting, chat. Chill. No, I know. I know. There's other shit going on right now.
The whole point is James Bond is atypically charming in that he's able to get women to sleep with them, right? And pump them from information. The truth is, it's usually a skill set that most men don't have. Myself notwithstanding, I'm tall, rich, and funny, so I have the hat trick. But I'm married. Ladies. But the point here is, it's not impressive. It's a man trying to get women to sleep with him.
Yeah.
He's charming enough. A woman just needs to say yes. You remove half the dynamic of James Bond, and there have been plenty of female spies. Of course it doesn't work because they're physically the weaker of the sex. Also, the movies just aren't very good. But more important is they say we need a black... I have no problem with a black James Bond.
As long as it's the girl who played Precious.
Right.
No. Oh, what?
But the issue here
What?
is...
Go super woke.
Why do you
All the
need
way.
a black James Bond? This is the issue when people talk about it. It's like you're injecting race where it doesn't need to be. And let me just say this one thing. This is one area, when people talk about a black James Bond, there is no lack of representation of black American men in the action hero genre. If you were to have Will Smith at his peak, right? Will Smith, Men in Black, Independence Day, and run it opposite a James Bond vehicle on the same weekend, Will Smith would have decimated it. Will Smith,
Easily.
Denzel Washington, for crying out loud, they tried to
Again, whiteness is the lack of race. Yeah, exactly.
sell us Jamie Foxx as an action.
It's only whiteness is the default, and every other race is actually the race. Okay, every other race is a color, whereas whiteness is the lack of race. It's the default, so it's normal. Thank the raid. Did I actually get raided? I don't even know what's going on. Did Cutie Cinderella actually raid me? Thank you for the raid, Cutie. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay.
Action hero. Shaft. There are plenty of black male action heroes.
Richard Roundtree is and will always be the only Shaft.
He will only be.
Anybody
Yeah,
says.
the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it makes sense to have a black James Bond. I don't have a problem with it because you're pulling from
It
a
makes
culture.
zero
His name's
sense.
I think
James
it's
Bond and
perfectly
he's a
fine.
white
Really,
guy.
it makes sense to have
Ian
Idris
Fleming's a
Elba
white.
on a tarmac undercover in Siberia.
So what kind of fucking take is this? Where like, bro, there's an entire continent of people that are black, right? Like, okay, so he goes and fucking colonizes Africa instead of like interfering in the fucking business of Siberia. Like, how does a fucking white guy fit into Africa? Like, since when is James Bond going undercover in facilities anyway and portraying himself as like Russian and shit? Like, what the fuck? It's so fucking stupid, dude. Casino Royale literally has 2 white dudes in Africa at the start. Yeah, it doesn't even make like thank the raid. Thank you, Cutie Cinderella. I already did. It doesn't make any sense to be this upset about a fictional fucking character being black. Unless you just have like some other motivating principle. And yes, he does have a motivating principle. We know what that is. You're about to find out what that is. Let's take a look.
Where is this spy? I don't know. The only not white thing in whole peripheral.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, thing. Yeah, that's, first of all, that's not all Africa are black, by the way. Dude, shut the fuck up, dude. I know. Okay? I know. But, not everyone in Russia is white either. So, fuck you.
Good one. It's like, we're going to need you to be at the ball and ready to meet our contact at 11:43. And then they're like, guys, it's 1:30.
Like, and they just go straight, dude. They just go straight to it. They're just fucking hitting the fucking the gamut. Okay? Hasan's femboy made. Thank you for the fucking 40 gifted subs. Holy shit. He's just saying like, black people are they're not timely, okay? I don't even get what he's saying. Yeah, some of you are too young to have even encountered this kind of racism. This is like old person racism. Of course, old person racism when you are just a bunch of white dudes making this joke about a black person. Okay? He means vast snow-filled plains he'd stick out. No, motherfucker. He's talking about like the only black guy in Siberia. Okay, which they ironically did with Michael B. Jordan in the Amazon movie that came out, where he was like a JSOC guy. Yeah, it's called CP time, colored people time. That's the racist joke. That's what he's saying.
Where is our spy?
Look, the script would have to change a little. Granted, no, but I think
Did you turn my fair?
This guy's like literally trying to fucking. You can see this. The one dude in the group is like, okay, guys, like, I mean, you know, who cares? Like, it would be all right, I think. And they're like, shut up, peanut gallery. We're doing racism.
It's 1:30.
Where is our spy?
Look, the script would have to change a little. Granted, no, but I think
Did you turn my Ferragamos into a phone?
What the?
I
What
have
did you
a
do to
cat.
my watch? What the
What
fuck
is
with
this?
my watch and my car? I can't. You look. I can't see the plate on the car. You know what's gonna happen with 50? I'll get pulled over for that shit. I can't do that shit. Dropping spikes and shit. I don't Roger Moore moonrake motherfucker. And the problem is then he's.
Bro, how has no one ever stopped him from doing this? Like, why did you publish this, dude? It's nuts. It's actually nuts. Like, it's not, it's just, I don't know what to do, man. It's just, that's why I was laughing earlier when he was like, I can't do the Haitian voice because people get mad at me. It's like, nah, that doesn't stop you, dude. Hasn't stopped you in the past. Now, you guys know me. I love accents, okay? I do accents all the fucking time. And I love jokes. I love laughter. I love humor. I'm fucking, radical like that from a leftist point of view, okay? I'm a bad leftist. I'm what is known as a bad leftist because, I think jokes are great. So... I've also talked, however, about how if you're going to do accents, especially you're going to do accents of like a marginalized group of people, you have to be really fucking good at it. Okay? Because if you're not good at it, then you're going to look like Steven Crowder, like you're doing a fucking hate crime. Okay? And what he's doing right now is unironically just a hate crime. James Bond is British. Why is he making an African American accent? Like that, I wonder why. I wonder why his only understanding of like a black accent is a black accent, AAVE, African American Vernacular English. I mean, that's nuclear cringe, dude. Nuclear.
He's going to take out the anti-aircraft guns to put in subwoofers. Hit the button.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't say
You need
put
the
Chris
tunes. I don't know
Rock
The
what
in.
turbo. That button just
problem.
plays Drake. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
you're just
say
sitting
put
in a bar.
James-
I love that. Also, again, his only understanding of like a black guy is an African American who likes Drake. That's the Canadian just jumped out, dude. The Canadian jumped out so hard at that, dude. Yeah, Drake, the bastion of blackness. Yeah, black equals speakers and Drake. You do the same thing, though? Dude, if I did this, I would be deplatformed. Like, literally, tomorrow. Like, and understandably. For understandable reasons. I would never do this.
You hear a building explode, and he's like, "Is it Wednesday?"
Look, we didn't say put Chris Rock in the role, okay? Like, he's not going to be that guy.
Why is this guy trying to salvage the situation, bro? Just give up, okay? Just give up, dog. It's over. Like, these are the homies you're with. He's like, come on, dude. Come on.
Idris Elba, Rock, Tucker, either way. Right?
Idris Elba, I'm going to go with
He
you.
would be
I think
good.
would be
Idris
awesome.
Elba's great
I
in
think
any
it would
role.
be a good. My point is here. It's they.
But it doesn't
make
have to be.
It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be. And my issue is they say, well, we need better representation. This is an issue where it's pretty equal.
Yeah.
It's
I think
pretty
so.
equal. I mean, look, James Bond was right. You're talking about Fleming. You go back to Broccoli. You go back to the history. It's a white guy spying on white people.
I know. I mean, but there's other countries he can go to. There's a whole part of the world.
Yes,
You know?
Yeah.
This is something
Let's
that
do
can
it.
happen. If I was a woman, though, I would be offended by this. I'm like, oh, so you can't create anything for us that makes sense for us, that fits. Like, you just have to shoehorn us into a... Like, why aren't they pissed off about that they're being shoehorned into a male role and it doesn't work?
If James Bond were a woman, it would just be... She'd just be a whore.
That's true. You'd be like,
Well, James Bond is a male whore.
Wait, what? Yeah, he that's literally a self-report. No, he just unironically, he literally did the thing that everyone talks about whenever they're like, if women fuck around, they're called whores, but when men fuck around, they're playboys, and it's like a positive thing. He unironically did the fucking like meme. Oh no. That's so funny. I feel like he caught himself too. Wait, hold on.
She'd just be a whore.
that's true.
Like, I feel like he caught himself in that moment. He's like, oh, fuck. I gave the game away. Oh, shit. Like, he's like, fuck. God damn it. I just let my double standards slip. That's hilarious, dude.
You'd be
Well,
like,
James Bond is a male whore,
Like,
so I guess that works.
Yes, exactly. But you know what?
Yeah, but
That's
it's much
impressive.
easier.
Right.
Do you know what's
Oh, he's doubling down. That's impressive. This guy's like an advocate for abstinence only, like sex ed. Like, he literally talked about how it's actually dope that he was abstinent before marriage. Like, why is he now saying it's impressive?
It's called notches on your bedpost because usually the response from women, and by the way, this is someone who has talked about not having sex with my woman until we were married. I advocate abstinence, and I actually think that we have a problem with degeneracy in the culture. So let's be really clear here. But it's notches on a bedpost because the most likely response, if a man tries to court a woman to copulate with her, is no.
What is going on, dude? That's a self-report, dude. Bro, yeah, if you walk up to women and go, excuse me, madam, would you like to copulate? Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of no's, dude. Motherfucker said copulate, dude. What the fuck? Yes, a rambunctious romp, milady. Bro, this is a dude who needs, he needs degeneracy in his life to be like a normal human, okay? Yes.
I got a lot of help.
Do you know the response to any man if you're a female secret spy? It's going. Basically, the request is just, come on, that's it.
Unless it's Lizzo. I mean,
well, at least you're
not
gonna
much
have
of a spy, though.
you're gonna have a
It's like they weirdly just like keep inserting Lizzo into everything. Why is the Lizzo always inserted into the conversation? Like, y'all okay, dude? Like no reason, okay? Lizzo has nothing to do with this subject matter at all.
pregnant
can't do the
flight suit
acrobatics.
for when they're carrying Lockjaw's baby.
It's just injecting this where it doesn't need to be. I don't know. Look, you guys can come. I would be very surprised if black Americans were sitting around going, oh, I can't believe we don't have a black James Bond. What the fuck? I don't think that matters at all.
I agree with that.
Casino Royale's like, you guys got to tell him to stop playing slot machines. And when he wins, he's
The irony. Oh, this guy, dude, this guy's literally like, I love this guy because his role literally is just like, I'm just racist. Like, his role in the broadcast is like, I'm just a racist guy. You have me sitting here and not with the rest of the peanut gallery because I have the highest power level of racism. You know what I mean? Like, he's just like, no, let's keep it going. I want to say the N-word. He's just like, I've talked about this before, but like, you know, white people treat racism like a superpower. You know what I mean? That's why, like, you got grand wizards that are like scrawny. You know what I mean? They're not exactly like the most charismatic person, but they're the most racist person, and that's how they got elevated to that position. You know what I'm saying? And it's similar with him. He's just like, I'm sitting here and not behind the fucking desk because I'm the most racist. My power levels are too high for you to comprehend.
He's just yelling.
Like it's
and
the penny
it's
slots.
Really, it's just he's drawing attention.
Look,
they're nickels.
There's a dynamic with poker. It's about reading someone in their tell. You can't just go in with your state lottery ticket.
Hey, man.
He just yelled "Full House, mother effer," and
Dude, this is my favorite thing too. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. My favorite fucking concept is when white people who are being so fucking insanely racist will not say fucker. Like, he said mother effer, dude. It's like, bro, really? Really? That's offensive? Like, saying fuck? That's the offensive word, dude? Like, you're literally just... That's wild, okay? That's fucking wild. That he went from like doing the colored people time, fucking all these like insane memes to like mother effer.
Domino.
It's supposed to be undercover. What's going on?
Those are Mahjong tablets. This is not domino.
Where have you learned to
I
play
love dominoes.
poker, Mr. Bingo, bitch? Ah!
he's outside with some of the
Bro, this is crazy, dude. What the fuck? This is so nasty, dude. It's fucking gross, dude. Did they just do this like over and over again? Is this what they do? I mean, I saw like, I didn't see all of this. I saw like a piece of it. It's like, I mean, this is like the only thing missing from this exact like dynamic is that he doesn't have blackface on. I mean, this is literally a minstrel show, but he just doesn't have the full like blackface on. That's all this is. Like, oops, all racism on the Steven Crowder broadcast.
like waiters just playing dice. He wins a baby.
Yeah. I mean, look, for the same reason. What? For the same reason that Shaft couldn't have been Roger Moore going into Harlem.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Like, look, this is the whole. It's a UK culture at a moment in time. And it's totally fine. And I have no problem with Idris Elba being James Bond. My point is, it has to be a woman. And then they start with, needs to be a woman of color. Well, really, they start with, needs to be an LGBTQ woman of color who's part Native American and has rickets. And then they scale it back and go, all right, we'll just take a gay black guy. And you're like, okay, I guess James Bond always should have been a big gay black guy.
Well, my issue with it, too, is when they shoehorn Halle Berry into a James Bond movie, they also shoehorned her into John Wick. And when they do that, you're like,
I don't know if Steven Crowder knows this. And like, James Bond just has to be British. Okay, that's it. Because he's like a part of the British clandestine, secret services, whatever. There are black people in the UK. I don't know if he knows that. I think he thinks like the only black people on the planet are black people in America, maybe. I legitimately don't think I don't know if he knows that there are oi bruvs that are black.
Yeah, it's just your response because it's not the same thing.
Right.
It's like I don't want to see Charlie's Angels with 3 dudes. There's a reason why it's three ass kicking chicks.
Yeah.
Well, no, and the
Yeah,
other
well,
way
the last
around,
one
like
didn't-
with Black
The last
Panther,
one
we
sucks,
didn't
but
want
yeah.
like a white leader in Black Panther. Like we're not trying to take over these roles. So just make it
I
work.
did.
What? Black Panther is what? What the fuck? Oh! He's talking about fucking Wakanda Black Panther. We didn't want a white leader in Black Panther, bro. This is what I mean. On the one side, okay, they're like, why don't blacks get their own thing? You know what I mean? They're like, there's plenty of black action heroes, and then he literally is like, I actually do want Black Panther T'Challa to be white.
Work that
We weren't-
white
like,
leader
that's
in
wild.
Black Panther. Like we're not.
Leftist brain, what? Yeah. When he said Black Panther, I immediately went to like a movie about the Black Panthers. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, well, that's a historical thing. But
trying to take over these roles. So just make it
I did.
work. That
We weren't
worked.
looking at the fountain fights in Dynasty going, that should be Bill Burr in there.
Why not?
No, Judas.
What, you guys gonna throw, okay, you're gonna throw me to fountain now, right? Because I'm not fucking, not rich like you? Okay, all right, now I'm in a fountain. Oh, who could have seen this one coming? All right?
Yeah, Judas and the Black Messiah would have been a lot different with the Panthers if the guy infiltrating it was white.
Yeah.
Be like, wait.
Could you speak?
yeah, pretty sure Bill Burr would absolutely fucking despise this dude. You know, married to a black woman. He's pretty fucking. He's you know pretty good on awareness and understanding. I mean, some might say he's the best guy from Boston when it comes to understanding racism, systemic racism. I mean, his origin point is literally Boston, okay? So just remember that. He is unironically the least racist Bostonian, okay? Yeah, pretty sure if he saw this fucking clown show over here, he'd probably be disgusted by it.
Into my lapel of what your plans are to
Or if
start the
Shaft
revolution.
just showed up, it was Adam Driver. And they're showing him on the security gate. Is this not you, Shaft? He's like, I can't watch myself. All right.
You
Like, Black Panther, both as a comic book and also as a movie, is like, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of like fucking the white conservative hogs being insistent on like going to the one fucking safe space on campus. You know what I mean? That's what this is. It's like, bro, let black people have one thing, dude. Like you already recognize that, you know, you already recognize it is not exactly super commonplace. You're doing everything you can to like to agitate and advocate against a black person becoming you know, 007. Okay? While simultaneously being like the most prominent, most famous black superhero movie. Well, you know, it would be so bad if it was white people. Yeah, like, yes. You know, there are black people in the UK. You're misunderstanding what he said? He said he didn't want Black Panther to be white. You misunderstood. No, I get it. But the argument he's making is like, it would be silly if Black Panther was white. Well, Wakanda is all black. It's kind of at the heart of the story. The UK is not all white. I'm not misunderstanding his argument.
shoot him in the foot.
So anyway, the point is, this is absurd, but this isn't there. This is a constant theme of injecting race and gender into somewhere it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
And then people focus on that, and they focus on these chasms that we have in identity politics, and you miss the actions that you can take in your day-to-day life to improve it and improve the lives of those in your community. And you know what? Also improve.
It's Black Panther, but it's not Blanco Bond. Yeah, it's not White Bond, dude. Like,
Your relationships with people of other sexes. I don't use genders.
for the record, like, yeah, this is a good point too. POC characters oftentimes have their identity be a part of the fucking plot point, and with white characters, that doesn't happen. Because white is seen as the fucking default. And if white wasn't seen as the fucking default, Steven Crowder couldn't cut 13 minutes of fucking racist agitprop here about like even the notion that a black James Bond could exist and how offensive that is to him and his personal sensibilities. That's it. That's the irony. Hold on.
Other sexes and other races. You want to know what black people think? Don't read what Vox says.
Yeah.
Go talk to someone. I will say this. We talked the other day. I've had far more pleasant interactions lately with black Americans than white feminists.
Oh, yeah.
Well, of course.
They're so much friendlier. Like
I'm friends with black people.
Yeah, they go, hey, how you doing? And you're like, oh, the other day I just said, these guys who were actually working, they were painting in a garage next door. I said, how you doing, man? And I was carrying a bunch of stuff. Said, looks heavy. You need a hand? And I said, no, I should probably do it myself. I know how that is. And I said, how you doing? Just keeping on. I'm like, I never talk with white people. White people don't ask me how I'm doing.
Bro. I want him to do that around a black person. Like, I just want to know what would happen if he was. Like, step away from the black scent, Steve. Why did he talk like that when being the black person? Like, I want to know what would happen if he just talked like that around a black person. Like, if he was just doing. Yeah, that's a good take too. Steven Crowder and his discovery that black people are pleasant to be around. It's like, guys, I was around a black person the other day and they were nice to me. It's like, yeah, that's just people. I don't know why your automatic assumption is that they're not supposed to be nice to you or something. I don't know, but y'all acting like black people don't have accents. We already said black scent, okay? But the difference is that, black people from different parts of the country have different kinds of accents. And also doing it in this way definitely goes beyond actually doing, no one is arguing against it. There's something called African-American vernacular English, for example. But what Steven Crowder is doing is just pure, unadulterated fucking hatred. Like, everyone has an accent.
There's
We
no
just
neighborly
look down at-
culture.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. We've completely eliminated the idea of neighbors. And then you have people complaining like, well, this guy's going to come into our country. It's like, you haven't even met the Flanagans next door.
Right.
What do you care?
And they're
you don't
calling
know
on you because your
anybody.
lawn is
You
3
hate
inches
them
too
because-
tall.
Yeah, that's what, and they call the cops. They don't even address you directly.
Right. And you report them to Homeland Security for their MAGA bumper sticker.
We need front porches.
Wait, did they just make a pro-immigration argument? What the fuck? Like, without realizing, they just did a Like, that's kind of a pro-immigration argument that you could launch at Republicans. That Republicans are like that.
Because your lawn is
You
3
hate
inches
them
You even met the neighbors.
Yeah,
And you,
neighborly
look down at-
culture.
Yeah.
you're absolutely.
with white people. White people don't ask me how I'm doing.
There's
We
no
just
neighborly
look down at-
culture.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. We've completely eliminated the idea of neighbors. And then you have people complaining like, well, this guy's going to come into our country. It's like, you haven't even met the Flanagans next door.
Right.
What do you care?
And they're
you don't
calling
know
on you because your
anybody.
lawn is
You
3
hate
inches
them
too
because-
tall.
Yeah, that's What, and they call the cops. They don't even address you directly.
Right. And you report them to Homeland Security for their MAGA bumper sticker.
We need front porches again.
I'm with you though. If I see a movie coming out, usually I'm much more interested in a black action movie. I love John Wick.
Equalizer?
Dude, Equalizer, or as
Dude.
I call it, Black Taken, far superior film.
really great.
to Taken. Honestly,
Yeah.
but it's Equalizer's
hey,
a better movie.
I got a particular set of skills.
right.
You got skills. I got skills. We both got skills. I got a particular set of skills.
He's the
good
best
Denzel.
actor. But yeah, it is amazing. He can do anything.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
It's just I have no other skills. I can't sing or dance. The point is, James Bond is white,
That's all
and
he has.
black guys are tougher than white guys in general.
And Denzel's best action
He's great.
star.
Okay with
Denzel's
it.
great.
We're okay with it.
Man on Fire. Come on, guys.
Oh yeah.
Bro, what the fuck is going on, dude? There's like a little dial back there, okay? There's a little dial back there, and he just keeps cranking the racism dial up.
It's pretty good.
That's
Is
beyond.
that the one where he
pretty
shoves
good.
the bomb up the guy's ass? Or is that out of time?
I think that one's out of time.
That one's out of time. Yeah, yeah.
Shoves it
I ain't
up.
seen that.
Yeah,
What?
he does. Yeah, yeah. He shoves. The guy wakes up and he's like, about 2 minutes. That bomb's about. I wish you had more time. And the guy's like, what? And then it's like,
Dude, does he really think he's good at this? Like, I don't understand. I actually don't understand it. Like, you guys know, I do fucking piss poor accents like regularly, right? But this one is so bad that it's like unironically offensive, but also at the same time, it's like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's so fucking bad. Like, he must think it's good, right? Like, he actually thinks, like, I'm fucking nailing this. I suspect. He does, like, the thing that I rarely ever see, but, like, it's, like, super old school. Like, and it's not just, like, for minstrel shows or whatever, but it's, like, super old school to do the head bob and also, like, you know, get, like, cockeyed and shit. You know what I mean? He does that a lot. It's like very weird. It's very strange behavior to do all of that.
Oh, my ass.
that's not what he says. It's
Oh, I would've said that.
It's not the Acme Baghdad cartoon. He dies very quickly.
ouch,
Oh,
ouch.
it blew my underwear off.
Yeah, no. It blew my underwear off with not a streak of blood because we needed to make sure that this was PG-13 for the test screen.
My face is dusted. Oh.
All right. So speaking of racists, and I mean racists and race baiters, absolutely, and that's what I want to talk about today. I believe that these people are racist.
Okay.
And I mean that by the definition, that they see everything through the lens of race, and they believe that we should be divided by race. And in some instances, they believe that people enjoy the moral high ground or superior position exclusively because of their race. That's my presupposition. Let me explain. So a few days back, before we get to Petito, Michael Eric Dyson joined Joy Reid here to discuss the fallout. And I just want to lead this in because then Joy Reid discussed Petito, but it's a pattern.
The real racist. Speaking of the real racist, let's go to two black people. Like, yeah, time to talk about the real racism. Now that we're done. Like, literally, you can't make this up, dude. This is awesome. He went from like 20 minutes of pure unadulterated hatred. Like, he was shucking and jiving, doing a minstrel show every single time he wanted to talk about like black people, okay, to turning around and being like, and the real racists are black people. Oh, I don't even like Joy Reid, but goddamn, dude, that's great. Black people can still be racist though. Oh my god, dude. The fucking I'm not one of those people that's like black people are incapable of being racist. Like, shut the fuck up. That's not the matter at hand here, okay? Shut up, chatter. Shut up. How can you not comprehend how fucking insane that is, though? That, like, you're deranged. Imagine thinking racists can only be white. You're deranged. Because you don't explain shit. Or maybe chatters are so fucking cocked and so fucking ready to rip one out. The moment that like a story change occurs, they have the talking points lined up and ready to fucking go, and they fire it before I even, I don't know, describe anything. Which is precisely what happened in this instance. Like,
pattern of behavior. They were discussing the fallout of Nicki Minaj's anti-vax, which really isn't what happened, comments. Here we go.
Nicki Minaj says, when I go out on tour, I'm going to get vaccinated because I got to do that.
She was right.
Yeah, the real racism is when black people shit on Nicki Minaj. That's got it. Okay, that's cool. So when people say black people can't be racist, they mean that black people being discriminatory towards a white person, more often than not, especially, is not the same as a white person being racist to a black person, because there is no historic precedent for white oppression on the virtue of the color of one's white skin. Of course, white people have been historically marginalized and oppressed from a class point of view, not a race one. That's the difference. Okay? So yeah, black people can be mean, they can be discriminatory. If you care exclusively on the semantics and you say that's true, but it's still racist, then it's like saying, you know, us making Karen jokes is technically sexist. Okay? Or me talking about fucking white hogs is racist towards white people. And it's true. It is true. I am being racist towards some white people when I call them hogs. Okay? It's just not the same. And the real reason for why it's not the same is because there is no historic precedent for being oppressed on the virtue of the color of your white skin. That's precisely why, and I talk about this all the fucking time, I don't spend a lot of time talking about black Israelites, for example. I think black people can be racist is a dumb question. The real question is, can white people experience racism? Ooh, Sean the Black. It's actually a really interesting take. I've never really thought about it that way. Or I've never really said that before. I've never really thought about it that way. You're right. Are you being biased but not racist? No, I mean, like, racism is not the same. Like, you can just have like a blanket definition for this word and be like, oh, it's racism, or it's just like racism, it's pure racism, or it's reverse racism against white people. But it's not going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. There's no historical context for it. So it's not going to happen. And whenever people say, like, the Irish argument, for example, where Irish people are oppressed, yeah, because they were not considered white at the time, dumbass. And now that they're comfortably within the ranks of white people, it's no longer a thing. And that's the whole point. Irish people were and historically marginalized people were often compared to black people when being oppressed. Another great example, South Africans. People constantly talk about white genocide in South Africa. This is a Nazi idea. It's like something that Nazis try to fucking put forward and talk about when, in fact, again, I just want everybody to understand. White people in South Africa make up 10% of the population. They own 90% of the land as a consequence of the apartheid state and the apartheid regime that existed until not that long ago. That's what fucking people are saying when they say white genocide is happening. To a group of people that own 90% of the most viable fucking land in South Africa right now, despite making up only 10% of the population. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Seriously. Anyway, on that note, I have to go because I'm fucking gonna actually be late.